see. Check. I need all my Knicks fans right now to grab your jerseys, your popcorn, your sodas, whatever you gotta do to get ready for this game. I don't care if you're a cheerleader, an athlete, a couch potato. We're here to restore the feeling. Matter of fact, can you say it from New York what I say from New York? Hey yo, let's go Knicks!
Hey yo, I bring that New York energy. Talking 42nd Street, alley hoop finger roll. Ain't nobody checking me. Crossover through the legs, step back, hit it three. Still up in the hood, but got big baller tendencies. She just trying to get flued out to John Kennedy, just to see the Knicks play, make a couple memories. New York, if you ain't from here, don't pretend to be. And if you ain't rocking with the Knicks, you an enemy. Yeah, look at us, whole city is wild. This is New York, why y'all ever counted us out? Any game we attend, yeah, we taking it now. Fast break on the court, all up and down. Lead a garden in the pigsty, yeah, we get it on this side. Bacon, egg, and cheese, or the lobster mac with the ribeye. Either way, we winning the overtime if we get tired. Get it with the team, yeah, that's just something we live by. Hey, yo, first quarter in, we gon' turn it up. Gotta warm up first, then we taking it dub. By the third quarter in, no, they ain't catching up. Gotta stay in the lead before that shot clock buzz. If the Knicks get a win, we gon' do it again. Make the finals once before, we gon' do it again. Bounce back in the fourth, we gon' do it again. It's been a while since the chip, but we gon' do it again, yeah.
Yo, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Yo, put your hands up. If you from New York, put your hands up. Yo, look, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Look, put your hands up. Hey yo, New York City, put your hands up. Sky, baby.
Yo, what's good, everybody? This is a special edition of a Church Folks Sports Show. I'm here. J Mac is here. Maybe Davey will come on. I'm not sure. D-Lo said he'll be on later on. Key is probably on a fake date. Knicks take a loss on tonight, a bad loss on the night. I don't understand what, let's look at these. We take a loss 116-99. We don't even crack 100 points. And this special edition is not about the loss. This special edition is about mismanagement. Tom Thibodeau is not managing this roster correctly. He is mismanaging this roster. I don't understand the logic of putting the bench in a minute into a minute to go. Like, if you're already losing by 16, put the bench in. Let's see what they could do. He does not put the bench in. Campaign was cooking at the top of the game. He takes Campaign out because Campaign is making him look like he knows what he's doing finally. Oh, no, you can't do that. You make me look like I'm really coaching, and I don't want to look like I'm coaching. I don't want to look like I am actually coaching this team. Can't do it. Can't look like I'm coaching this team. I don't know. This is my Donald Trump impersonation. I can't look like I'm coaching this team, because if I look like I'm coaching this team, then we might actually have something here. I don't understand. J-Mac, it's all on you, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I'm at a loss, man. I mean, I done ranted earlier today, and I'm at a loss. I said it in the comments, this is not about the loss, because we don't expect the Knicks to win every game. We didn't expect them to go 82-0. But as you said, this live tonight is about the management. I'm not even staying on, man, because I'm so disgusted. But I didn't want to leave you hanging, bro, at least till Bishop D-Lo gets on. I don't know. Cam is cooking. 18 points in 7 minutes. He takes him out, brings back in Brunson. We don't see Campaign again till middle of the third, a little less than that. By then, he's cold because he sat all the way until halftime. He's gone into the locker room, and then he's back out, and we don't see him again. And that's just one. The other one is the Josh Hart piece, and I'm not going to take all the meat off the bone for you. I'm gonna leave some meat on the bone for you for that. All I will say is Hart got hurt earlier in the game on his shoulder. I don't know if he was watching, Bishop Butler. He got hurt earlier in the game where he took a stinger in the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And then he ended up coming back. We was like, all right. Then he got hurt again. And we thought that he separated it. I think it was
No, he dislocated his shoulder. They popped
right.
it back into
And they
place.
popped it back in. And he was trying to loosen it up. We've never seen Hart on the garden floor
Screaming.
screaming. We've never seen. We've never seen that since he's been here. And then you bring him back. He says he wants back in, and you let him.
Coach, no. I said sit down. That's what you're supposed to do, Coach. You cannot get back in this game.
I don't understand why Hart was back in the game.
Because he was trying to prove Julius Randle wrong. You know Hart. Hart was trying to prove to Julius you could actually play with a dislocated shoulder. Just get it popped back into place.
This is January 17th, one of the dog days of January in the NBA. Why is Josh Hart back out on the floor? I don't get it. I don't understand it. He's who makes us go besides Brunson. And you risk him being out there. Who knows how he's going to feel, after the game because it was dislocated and they popped it back in. Who knows if he's going to be ready on Monday for the MLK Day game. I don't know, but I'm just exasperated, bro. That's all I could tell you, man.
He's not well. If that dislocated shoulder is anything like what I remember,
he's got to sit out a game at least.
Well, depending on what they do for him.
But but that's my point.
I wouldn't risk it.
That's what I'm saying. Butler. Just because you can doesn't mean you do.
I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, just because you can doesn't mean you do it. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying?
I completely understand.
We talking about Martin Luther King. We got the All-Star break. Let this man rest up.
Let the team rest. I said it in the chat today. This is not an important game. Tonight's game was not an important game. Run that bench out there. Find out what they got. Tibbs is not using the bench, man. And for the love of God, I don't know why. I don't know why he refuses to use the bench. These guys are NBA ball players. Why are you making them warm up the bench? Why? I just want to know.
Landry Shamet couldn't have helped him this game, Butler. You telling me there was no place on the floor for Landry Shamet in this game?
Of course there was. Of course there was, bro.
Landry Shamet got as many minutes as me and you did tonight.
That's a DNP.
That he got exactly the same amount of minutes me and you got tonight.
Matt Ryan, a DNP.
Same amount of minutes me and you got tonight.
Huck Porty.
You complain about Sims, but you don't play Huck Porty at all.
Tyler, 1 minute.
Right, in garbage time.
Dadier, 1 minute. He's not playing the bench. Huck Porty is a 6'11" center. 6'11" is better than 6'10".
I hear Davey talk about Sims all the time. That he don't
Jericho
like him, he
Sims.
can't play.
Jericho Sims can't play.
But why don't you play Huck Porty some of those minutes? Divide those minutes when Cat isn't playing. Divide them.
Because he refuses to play the bench. I would love to be a fly that's flying around in his brain to hear his thought process on why he does not play the team. I would love to hear, what was this? An 8-man rotation. Okay, he went 8 deep, not 7 today. He went 8 deep. Jericho Sims played 18 minutes. No points. 5 rebounds. How are you 6'10", only grabbing 5 rebounds?
Achua had a good rebounding game tonight. I think he had about 9 or 10 rebounds.
Achua had 9 rebounds.
Yeah, he had a good rebounding game tonight.
He refuses to play the bench, and I don't know. I'm like you, J Mac. I'm at a loss for words because basketball is a team sport.
I'm at a loss, man. I mean, again, I'm not even upset about the loss. I could care less about that.
Yo, Clyde kept saying, "Why isn't Cam in this game?" Like, yo, that is wild. Clyde kept saying, "I don't understand why Cam is not playing." He was
to the point where Davey even had to admit, "I don't know why Cam isn't in the game, fellas."
Davey had to admit.
And Davey conceded a lot tonight in the chat. He did it. I know that was tough for him, but he conceded a lot. He even admitted that the defense is nowhere near what it was last year.
Defense is not where it's supposed to be.
There we go.
All right. D-Lo is here. He looks like he's ready to spaz.
D-Lo came in at half. That's when, because he was finished with coaching. And it was downhill from there, man. Bishop D-Lo?
I coach 8-year-olds. I coach 8-year-olds. 8-year-olds. And they're still learning the game of basketball. I've got 10 kids on my team, including my own son. Play our first game of this season tomorrow. And I made it abundantly clear, because we're not in one of those leagues where everybody play rule for everybody. We're in a competitive league. But I made it my business to let every parent know your kid's going to play tomorrow. Because I need to see what I got. We've been running against each other in practice for the last couple of months. And now tomorrow's going to be game action. I don't know how long each kid is going to play, but everybody's going to play. Because as a coach, I have to see what I have. And then as the season progresses, minutes will be given out on a game-to-game basis, depending upon the flow of the game and what's happening. This is the talk I had with my parents tonight.
J-Mac, you went sideways. Your camera went sideways, J-Mac.
Why is it that I understand this coaching 8-year-olds, and the guy that's making $9 million, $10 million a year to coach a team in the Mecca doesn't understand the importance of putting people out there during games in the dog days of the season so you can know what you have come playoff time. So you can know who you can count on. There are pundits right now who are saying the Knicks have no depth, which is absolutely a completely inaccurate statement.
J Mac is frozen,
J Mac, okay, he might be in a signal issue area. I'll wait for him to fix it. But the Knicks are in a position right now to where their coach does not seem to get it.
He doesn't. He doesn't get it.
There are 360 to 400 players who are good enough to make NBA rosters every year. 15 of them are on the New York Knicks. And you routinely play 7 guys. If you can only trust 7 players on your roster, then you have 8 useless roster spots. 8 of them. Useless. They're completely useless because you may as well just have a roster of 8 guys.
I don't understand.
Every other team in the National Basketball Association, even if guys don't play a ton of minutes or play a ton of games, at some point during the dog days of the year, which is where we are, middle of the season, teams are tired. They've been running and traveling because, again, whether you realize it or not, travel takes its toll on you as well physically.
Absolutely.
You playing, people think it's, it's just basketball. It's 2 hours a day. No. When you're in New York tonight and then you've got to get on a plane at 1 o'clock in the morning because game's at 7:30. It'll end around 10. You'll do post-game media. You have your post-game meeting. You'll shower. You'll maybe eat something in the locker room with the spread that they got. Then you got to pack and go to the airport. Your plane's not taking off till 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's say you're flying to Utah for your next game. It's a 5-hour flight. You're landing in Utah the next morning. You're getting in the bed in your hotel maybe at, I'll be nice, I'll be generous and say you're getting in the bed at 8 o'clock a.m. Utah time. But you just left the East Coast, so it's 11 a.m. to your body.
Yeah.
And then they're expecting you to play a basketball game 12 hours later.
Tibbs is not coaching this
And
team.
then you're going to run those same players out there for 40 more minutes.
Tibbs is not coaching this team correctly. And it's not looking good. We look like a squeak. We look like a squeak out of the first round, eliminated out of the second. That's what we look like right now.
I'm so sick of this team mismanagement. And I know I heard y'all talk about it, but why in God's name would you let Josh Hart back in this game? So now, instead of him getting right, and probably same thing happened with Cat. So now you let Cat stay in a game where he bruised his thumb, and now he's missed 2 straight. How many games is Josh Hart going to miss now because you let him stay in a game against your better judgment? Well, I won't say your better judgment. Against logical better judgment. So now you don't even know if you're going to have Josh Hart for Monday against Atlanta. You don't even know. I said in our chat a million times, sometimes the coach's job is to save the players from themselves. And I love Josh Hart's grit. It's one of the things I absolutely love about him. He is a gamer. He's going to go out there and put his body on the line every single time. I love his willingness to do that. Listen, he is a New York, he is cemented in my heart as a New York dude.
Definitely got that grit. Um,
But I'm smart enough to say, "Oh no, bruh, if you avoided dislocating your shoulder, yeah, I'm not putting you back out there tonight.
right.
Let's rest that shoulder. Let's
Let's
get
rest
it
the shoulder.
evaluated. Let's find out what's going on."
I know the urgency was there because we were only down by 3 at the time. And so you're thinking maybe Josh can ignite this bench or whatever, or ignite this team. But that's why I said in the chat, this is not a make or break game for us. We've already proven that we can beat Minnesota. We didn't need to do that, right? At the point that you don't have Cat, you don't have all your players. Like, tweak up with this lineup. See who you can put, who you can plug in here. Like, there's absolutely there's no strategizing. If Cat plays, we win. Yeah, I give us that. I give us that because we only lost by what, 12, 13.
17.
We lost by 17. Well, Cat's gonna make that. And he's also gonna wreak havoc down low. Um oh, Davy's here.
Somebody go find J Mac. Let me go in our group chat. J Mac.
Y'all ain't gonna do me like that. Like I don't come on when we lose.
You don't come on when we lose.
It's not true.
Davy, this coach is not coaching this team correctly, man. And I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath and think about it. Matter of fact, I want you to go to your phone and I want you to look at the box score and look at the minutes, man. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. You got a big man on the bench. I'm sure he could do something better than Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims is out there just running back and forth.
He's the worst basketball player I've ever seen in my life.
He's playing. He's out there for cardio.
You know, I mean, what say ye, Davey? This is your guy. You love Tibbs.
Y'all do know today is his birthday.
So,
Are we gonna slam the man on his birthday?
Yes.
well, I mean, what?
He probably took the night off.
No,
This night
no.
players have a bad night. Coaches.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Minnesota blew out his candles. Davey, something's got to give with this guy, man. Like, you gotta coach this team like you know what you're doing.
Well, we were without Cat tonight.
Which
I think if Cat plays, we win this game.
No, I think everybody agrees with that. But the truth of the matter is, we could have won this game without Cat.
Cat.
It was close for the majority of the game until the tired legs begin to show themselves. And when the tired legs begin to show themselves, they weren't getting out to the three-pointer in time. The three-pointers midway through the third quarter into the fourth quarter, throughout the whole fourth quarter, were all open threes at that point. They were responding to the three way too late. You said it in the chat. They're not closing out.
They're not, man. And that's I don't really know what to say at this point because Tibbs we ain't gonna take it from him. He a defensive coach. Unless upper management is trying to get him to change and be an offensive guy.
Nathaniel Hackett was supposed to get the most out of Aaron Rodgers, and we see what happened with that, right?
Absolutely.
I know how to get a nigga to change. tell them you ain't getting paid today. You got 12 players, you got 15 players on that bench. You better use 10.
But they just gave him an extension.
If you don't use 10, I'm fining you.
You can't find the coach.
Why can't you? The NBA can find the coach. You can find the coach. It's your team. You are the owner of the team. If you don't use the players that, first of all, stop putting me in a position as a team owner to pay people who ain't playing to get paid. Let's start there.
You got
If
a
I'm Dolan,
15-man roster.
if I'm Dolan, if I'm West, if I'm
Leon Rose.
Leon Rose, my nigga, I'm paying these people to play this sport. Put them on the court. Don't let these dudes sit on the bench getting free money. Put them on the court and prove to me why I shouldn't be paying them.
Knicks have 8 of
Prove
the
to
best
me
paid
why I'm-
cheerleaders in the history of the world right now.
Prove to me why I should not be paying them.
We got the highest paid cheerleaders in the business.
You asked for this team. Put them on the court. That's what management need to be saying. And you know who else need to be saying it? The players.
But they ain't saying. They ain't complaining.
And that's what's pissing me off too.
They ain't saying nothing.
It's a gift and a curse for the Knicks players because we got a bunch of dogs. And I appreciate it. These guys want to play. They want to go out there and give their all. But that's why the coach's job is to save the players from themselves sometimes. And the coach ain't doing that.
And for God's sake, I need someone.
If you popped out your shoulder, Davey, would Coach Lovelace have put you back into a game at Boys and Girls?
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
Hochstein wouldn't have did it in Grover Cleveland. Sure wouldn't have. Matter of fact, I can tell you right now.
Coach Smith definitely wouldn't have did it at John Jay.
Coach Hochstein, when I passed out on the court and they couldn't find nothing wrong with my heart, Coach Hochstein said, "You ain't playing on this team no more." And my basketball career was OVER. I went from basketball to preaching in a matter of 5 hours.
Overnight.
Overnight.
I'll never forget. That was it. The man said, "I can't put you on the court because."
But that's Josh Hart. Josh Hart came out there, yo, throw me back in. Just like
Who's the
Brunson did.
coach?
He's a dog, but the coach is supposed to say, "Nah, man, let's just chill." First of all, because I don't want to give Minnesota the enticement to test that shoulder.
Dude caught a dunk and grabbed his shoulder. You telling me that's a player that should be out there right now? No.
Davey, your man got to get fired. It's time for him to go.
I don't see that happening.
Davey, you do know that we're not getting out of the second round.
That's not true. Because
Yo, you know how I know it is true? Because Davey sat there for 2 seconds and thought about it. He's fan man. He's gotta say the right things because he's a fan.
what happens if Jason Tatum tears his ACL?
Then Cleveland goes to the finals.
Yep.
But Cleveland gonna have to get by us.
So are we really gonna be banking on injuries right now?
That's what they did to us last year.
Yeah.
Our leading scorer, second leading scorer, Julius Randle, had his shoulder done.
Well, let me say this to you.
If that don't happen, we in the Eastern Conference Final.
Well, let me say this to you. No. Julius Randle is not the reason why the missing of the injury of Julius Randle is not the reason why we did not go to the Eastern Conference Finals. The reason we didn't go to the Eastern Conference Finals is because the Knicks was running on E. The car was stuttering, Davey.
Because Julius Randle was out, and what's his boy? We got Bogey. He was out.
Davey.
All these other guys got hurt, man.
No, no, no. No, no, no. Because we survived the entire season. You do know Julius Randle was out from January. From January.
He sure was. Right
And
before the All-Star break.
we was balling. As a matter of fact, I want to say we went on like a hot streak
We
somewhere.
did.
They were like 17-2 in the month of January last year.
Right. And then then we got OG and we went like we was world beaters. It had nothing to do with Julius. We could not run anymore. Then, thank you, Key. Then Brunson got hurt. OG got hurt. And then all of a sudden something happened to Josh.
Bogdanovich got hurt.
Something
Josh
happened
Hart.
to Josh's stomach.
Josh Hart's oblique was hurt. Nick Batum fell on Bogey's ankle.
We could have beat Indiana. We went to 7 games with them
Sure did.
With the depleted team.
with a depleted team. Julius Randle wouldn't have made no difference. Julius Randle would have we would have went from 4 turnovers a game to 12.
I think we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals. We have to.
I seriously doubt it. I'd be surprised if we do.
I'm looking at Jalen Brunson's face right now in his post game. He looked like he about to start crying. Now, if he come out and say the stuff like Josh Hart did, then there's gonna be some rumblings in the city.
Who's that?
JB.
Jalen Brunson.
You said he looked like he gonna start crying?
Yeah, in his post game interview, it don't look good. He got that face on him.
He should cry. Somebody need to tell him stop trying to drive
I'm
into
going
the
to
paint.
watch Unrivaled.
Stop trying to drive. Stop trying to drive.
And some of this is Brunson too.
Oh, yeah.
6'1".
Absolutely.
You 6'1". Stop trying to drive in the paint. You're 6'1".
But that's coaching.
You're 6'1". You already know you ain't got you can't jump out of the building. The other day on the fast break, you couldn't even touch the rim.
Couldn't touch the rim on that dunk attempt. Looking at the rim like it was the rim's fault.
You 6'1", dog.
You think Tibbs got the power to sit Brunson in clutch moments when he ain't hot?
Yes, that's
He's a
his
coach.
job.
It's his job.
That is his job.
They're gonna kill him for that. They will kill him for that.
I don't care.
Won't. No, they won't. Ain't nobody gonna kill him if he bench Jalen at the end of the game because Cam is hot. Because the ball flows through the court way better when Cam is on the court.
So on TNT, Keisha, they're dealers with TNT.
The ball moves around when Cam is on the court. The ball moves around when Josh is running the point.
Ball moves when Bridges is running it.
The ball moves when Bridges is running the point. We are at the place now where we have to finally say that Jalen Brunson is a ball stopper.
The only time the ball stops. No, I figured it out, bro, and this is what it is. The ball stops when the Knicks get behind and Jalen's on the floor. If the Knicks fall behind, Jalen goes into hero mode. And he starts having flashes of last year. But other teams have figured that out.
Figured it out. And he does the same thing every time. He dribbles to the left, then he switches, then he tries to come into the middle. And when he tries to come into the middle, they collapse. And they don't care who's open when they collapse. Why? Because they're all 10 feet tall and he's 6'1", and he can't see. So when he does try to pass it out, one of those long arms is going to take it. And it's a turnover every single time. It happens every single time. It happens every single time. Every single time.
Uh-oh.
Dave, the coach is losing control of the team, bro.
Here comes a Butler blowout.
He's losing control of the team, Dave. You see it. You don't want to admit it, But you know what this is looking like right now. That's why you. That's why I heard you just acknowledge Jalen's face, because you know you fearful that he's losing the team. You know it. You see it. You see it for the first time tonight. I think you see it.
And I pray
That's
to
why you
Jesus.
made reference about the defense.
I pray to
Because you see
Jesus.
he's losing the very thing he's good at, he's not even able to get that out of the team now.
It's his birthday.
I
Okay.
pray to
I don't care
Jesus
about
the
his
You better
birthday.
eat
Christ.
some damn cake.
I pray to Jesus the Christ, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and
The
the end,
beginning
the
and the
first
end.
and the last, the Ancient of Days,
Oh my Lord, he's going through all the names of God. Well, go ahead.
the great I am, Jehovah Shammah, my peace, Jehovah Shammah, the God who is there, Jehovah Shalom, the God my peace, Jehovah Tiskanu, my banner, Jehovah Jireh, my provider. I pray that if they fire Tibbs, that they do not give that job
To Rick
to
Brunson.
Rick Brunson. That will be the end of us.
I agree.
That would be the end of us.
And the end of any free agents or anybody wanting to come here to play.
The end.
That's why I'm trying to tell you that we can't fire him this year.
Oh, I'm not saying we're gonna fire. We all know he's not gonna get
He's not
fired
going
this
to
year.
get fired this year.
He's
I
not gonna
can
get fired.
guarantee you, if they don't make it out of the second round, his
He
job.
won't be back next year. I'm with that. If he don't make it out the second round and we're relatively healthy, then he's not coming back.
I'm gonna tell you like this. He better win Monday. He better win Monday.
But
You know who come to town?
what if
You know,
Cat
wait, wait,
don't
wait,
play?
Dave. You
What
know
if
who come
Cat
to you know who come to town Monday, right?
Trey Young?
He better win Monday.
But Trey Young always kill us.
No, he don't.
Dave,
No, he don't.
he doesn't.
We
But he
don't.
but he beats us when it's meaningful. That's the problem.
And Martin Luther
This
King
is
Day
a
is one of
must
the meaningful
this is a
days
must win right now for the Knicks, Doc.
A must win in the middle of the
in
season.
This is
Read
a
January.
must
that.
win.
A must win in
In
January.
January. For a
If the
team that called itself a contender.
Think about it. If they don't win Monday, how many losses is that in the last couple of games, D'Lo? Where are we at now?
That's
I,
5 losses out of the last 7.
No, we
no,
it's more than that.
More than
We
we're
that.
6 out of 8 right now. After tonight, we 6 out of 8.
no we're six. We're six in the last 9 right now.
Yeah, we 6 out of 9 right now, Dave.
6 out of 9. And what's that home loss record? The
They're
past
now
ones?
It's
they're
they
now
racking up.
16 and 8 at home.
They
Oh,
No, no,
racking
no, no.
up.
But the last few games, I think it's like two. We got 2 wins and like a bunch of losses, like 5 losses or something like that.
At home, yeah.
And one of them is against the Raptors, so I don't
Last
count
7 games, we 2-5 at home. We
that.
can't
And one
even
of
win at home.
and one of those wins is against Toronto. I don't count that.
hey, the Raptors beat the Celtics.
I don't care. I don't care. We got bigger aspirations. I don't care.
Back, right,
We
right.
got bigger aspirations than that, Davey. Are we really relegating ourselves to, oh, well, they beat the Celtics, so that's a win for
You know
us?
what? This team was put together. I and I just think we were put together to beat the Celtics.
Well, on the first night of the season, we found out that what was put together was also torn apart by them same Boston Celtics.
And I'm going to say what I said before, and I know y'all probably didn't bring it up tonight, but since Davey is on, he was in the chat earlier, I'll say it. If the season is hinging on Mitchell Robinson coming
Oh, we said
back,
that this earlier.
yes,
Uh,
if this season is hinging on Mitchell Robinson, Davey, we in trouble big time, and we not making it out. We barely gonna get out the first round if we relying on Mitchell Robinson to be what's your boy from Boston? You always say he is.
Bill Russell, a
If
modern day
if we rock,
Bill
if we
Russell.
rely on him to be a modern day
Do
Bill
you
Russell,
know?
we in trouble.
Do you know that? Let me just say this about Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, 2 years ago, what he did to Jared Allen out there in Cleveland.
Listen to me. Mitchell Robinson, when
That was
healthy,
before these 3 surgeries.
right? When healthy, he is a problem. Here's the issue now. In order for Mitchell Robinson to have a solid impact on this team, he's got to average 10 points a game. You know that's not happening. You know that ain't happening. He would have to average 10 points a game for his presence to be impactful.
No, we don't need that from him. We need his
Yes, you do.
rebounding and his defense. We need his shot blocking, his rim protection.
Dave, our problem is not on the defense. Well, it is, but
It
it's on
is
the
not.
wings. It's the wings. It's not the interior. It's the wings where we getting killed. Nas Reed has 6 out of 6 from downtown tonight. It's the
Nas
wings.
Reed.
6 out of 6, bro.
And you know who one of the best closeout big men is in the league? Mitchell Robinson.
When healthy.
When healthy.
When
That's why he
healthy.
ain't back now.
Mitchell Robinson is not going to get switched off to Nas Reed.
Listen to me.
He was
Davey.
blocking 3-point shots.
He
Davey.
can. I
Dave,
agree. He can, but he's not getting switched off to Nas
Dave,
Reed on any
Davey.
of those plays.
Do you
He's gonna
forget?
make
Do
he's
you
gonna make one
forget
run.
last year in the playoffs? Mitchell Robinson got switched out to Tyrese Maxey, and he hit a bomb from the logo over this so-called defensive player you talking about. Do you remember? He hit one from the logo on that nigga.
4-point play.
Stop it.
I also remember
That
in that
4-point play was on
same
Mitchell Robinson. That 4-point play Maxey had last year that lost that game for us, game 5, on Mitchell
it was gonna
Robinson.
be.
4-point
I,
play and hitting the 3 from the
I
logo,
also
both
remember in
on
that
Robinson.
same series how many key offensive rebounds this man got.
Absolutely
Davey.
true.
But that's
But
before he got hurt and got another surgery. You don't want to acknowledge that part.
Okay, he got hurt and had surgery. I'd rather him take his time and come back than rush
Dave, he
back.
hasn't had any contact yet. You talking about he not going to be ready for February. He hasn't
Davey.
played in any contact drills.
That
Do you
man
That's
might
not
be
what
understand
I
injured.
that?
heard.
He might
That
be he
no.
might be
that's what
he
the
might
coach
be
said.
injured.
The coach
He
said it, that he's not taking contact yet.
he might
That's
be
what
injured
that's what
long
your
enough.
coach said.
He may be injured long enough to not be eligible for the playoff.
Well, no, he's on the roster. So because he's on the roster, he will be eligible
Dave,
for playoffs.
your
Even if he
coach
Man's
even
not
if he
gonna
just
play till
even if he gets
May.
no even if he gets activated the last game of the regular season because he's been on the roster all year, he'll be eligible for the playoffs.
Davey, your coach said he is not even doing contact drills.
He's not playing till May.
Come
This is
on.
crazy.
They not come on.
Listen,
He'll be
all
back
jokes aside,
mid-February. He'll be back by Valentine's Day.
it doesn't matter though, Dave, because he comes back mid-February, which means he won't be in game shape till early March.
Minutes restriction.
Oh,
So,
it's
what
over
it-
for us,
what,
baby.
what are you really getting from
Bring
Mitchell
back
Robinson?
RJ.
What are you really getting from Mitchell Robinson at that point? And again, we said it earlier today on the pop up. We want Mitchell Robinson to come back healthy.
God knows I do.
We know we need Mitchell Robinson. Not disagreeing with that, but I can't count on Mitchell Robinson, that's where the issue is.
Can't count on him.
I can't hinge my season success on Mitchell Robinson at this point.
This man had
He's a
surgery.
bonus at this point.
This man had surgery on his ankles. You know the two things that he's got to stand on?
Yes, sir.
This
had
nigga out here
surgery.
shooting commercials for AMC, talking about more leg room in the movie theaters.
He had surgery on his ankles. Surgery.
Do you
I
realize,
just
too,
want you
Davey?
to imagine a kick drum without kick drum stands.
So you're saying he need to retire? Go
No,
ahead and say it.
no, 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 no.
Go
We're
on and say
just
he need to
saying,
retire.
we're simply saying he cannot be counted on. We are taking a wait and see approach with Mitchell Robinson.
It's a
And
wait and see. And guess what? My money is on we're gonna see he is not impactful because he had surgery on the very part of his body that is the most important on a basketball court. Your feet.
Let's not forget this, guys.
It's
And I
not like
know
he's running up on, it ain't like he's running up and down in the court on his knees.
we didn't
be doing
remember this.
handstands down the court.
Hey guys, remember this. Remember this. The original prognosis for Mitchell Robinson was in February. Y'all do remember that, don't you?
He's
It was
supposed to be back for this.
December.
It was the start of the season,
It was
actually.
the start of the season, Dave.
Yeah,
It was the start of the season. He was
yeah.
supposed to be back in October.
He was supposed to be back in October.
Yes.
They said he
And
would miss
then
training
they
camp
pushed it
and
off
be
to
back for the regular
December.
season.
Then they pushed it off to December. They said around Christmas. And then they pushed it off again to February.
And
This is the guy,
right when they
Davey.
realized it wasn't going to be Christmas, that's when they made the trade for Cat. Think about it. That's when they made the trade for Cat.
And this is the guy you want us to hold our hat on. That's what I want you to. I want you to understand why we're not. He was supposed to be back since October.
Okay, if you don't trust Mitch, you don't trust Tibbs. You
This is
trust
not a this.
Leon Rose? Do you trust
This
him?
this is not. I absolutely do trust Leon Rose,
Leon
but
Rose might go get Vujacic. What's that boy? Valanciunas. What's the
okay,
big?
He can play.
Valanciunas, he can play absolutely.
He can
Okay,
play.
So
okay.
if we make that move, will that satisfy your sense of proportion?
Listen,
Is
right
Tibbs
now,
is Tibbs gonna play Jonas Valanciunas?
that's where
He
I was
gonna have
going.
to. He has to.
He has
No,
to
he
play
doesn't.
the players that he's got, and he
I
ain't
will.
playing
I
them.
will tell you this now. The one person I don't trust in the organization is Tom Thibodeau.
Right.
He's
He
the
ain't
one
played.
person in the organization I don't trust at all.
Dave, he wanted Landry Shamet on the team. He hasn't played Landry Shamet in the last 2
Right.
games.
He wanted Shamit.
I think he's hurt. I think Shamit hurt.
Tibbs wanting
Nah.
Shamit is the reason why we don't have Marcus Morris.
That's why we don't have Marcus Morris. And he's not playing Landry Shamet.
They ain't even playing him.
Tonight was a perfect game for Landry Shamet to be in.
This is a guy who brought back Derrick Rose 2 years ago and then benched him.
Because Rose was having mental problems.
Rose wasn't having no mental problems and he could still ball.
Dave, he got the groceries, as you said. He not using the ingredients. He got all the ingredients. They went shopping, gave him everything, and he cooking up a mess. Tonight,
We looking
and
for
I'm gonna
filet
take you to
mignon. This
task
nigga
on
making
this.
puppy chow.
I'm gonna take you to task.
No dying. No dying.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What else is he cooking? That's what he cooking.
Help us, Lord.
Oh God. Oh God.
This is that old honeymooners episode where Ralph takes that food that he thought that Alex made as an appetizer to his boss and is like, yeah, this is dog food.
It was putting it on crackers, remember?
Put it on crackers, exactly. Sorry for some of you younger folks that don't know nothing about the honeymooners. Go look it up. That's one of the funniest honeymooners episodes ever.
They thought it was caviar.
Right. This nigga was serving them dog food.
And the people was eating dog food and didn't know it.
Dave, There's no way you're gonna tell me that Hart should have still been in the game tonight after hurting his shoulder not once but twice.
He wanted to come back in that game. He come
Yeah, but
running
the
out.
coach has to protect him from himself. That's what D'Lo said all week in the chat. That's the coach's job. Like, nah, I know you want to go in the game, but you're gonna sit this one out. We need you for the playoffs. We thinking about the bigger picture. Take a rest. And they lost the game on top of it.
Still lost the game. Right, still lost the game.
See, that's the thing. They still lost.
It's not like Josh came in with a yeoman's performance and pushed us over the top. We still lost.
He could have did that by staying on, keeping Hart on the bench. They could have lost the game.
So now what happens if that damage is worse now after that dunk that he winced on, and now he doesn't play Monday against Atlanta? Because that's what happened to Cat. He left Cat in that game after Cat is waving to get him out of there. Cat has now missed 2 games in a row. But we're not going to talk about that.
That's mismanagement, Dave. That's on the coach.
On the coach.
That's on it's squarely on Tibbs.
I don't think it's squarely on him because he got these assistants that they some of them controlling themselves too.
It's squarely on coach. That's it right there. It's squarely on Tibbs because he is the head coach.
Stop trying to pass the buck, Davey. Come on now.
Davey is a loyalist.
Because the assistants aren't making the substitutions. The assistants might come over and suggest, hey, Tibbs, I think we need to get him out of there. But if he doesn't motion to get somebody else in the game.
I'm telling y'all, we fired this man mid-season.
Dave, you not listening. Nobody on here expects Tibbs to be fired mid-season this year.
You want him to be fired on his birthday, McCants, now.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No,
I do.
I want him.
I do. It's still early.
There you go.
It's still early. We might be able to. We might
on his birthday. Y'all are mean.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
I said to you earlier today, and I'm gonna say it again. If he starts using his bench and changes, he can stay. But if he continues this garbage, where the Knicks ain't gonna have no legs again for the upteenth year in the second round. Because I'm saying this, I'm still not sold on the first round. I'm still not sold on that.
Come on. We getting out the first round.
You don't know that.
And you gave him 6 minutes.
Anything can happen. Look at what happened against Indiana last year. How many people went down like flies? Anything can happen.
Anything.
We still number 3 in the East.
There you go. I knew it was coming. Come on, give me the other one. He got 200 wins as a Knicks head coach. Come on.
Actually, he got 201 now.
Come on, he got 201. Come on. Come on, give me.
The man is not a bad coach. He's not a bad coach.
He's not a bad coach. He's just not a good one.
What is Tibbs' record? And I know D'Lo can pull it up while I ask it. What is Tibbs' record against upper echelon teams? Because Clyde said it tonight. Clyde said Tibbs ain't won a major win against an upper echelon team all season. And I don't
we said that Tuesday.
Denver.
Actually, he said they can't win.
That's what he said.
This year, well, I think this year.
But this year is the only year that counts.
This year, we beating the teams we got to beat. You can only play the teams that's in front of you.
Well, they've been losing to the ones in front of them too.
2 losses to Oklahoma City, 1 loss to Boston. Still got to play them 3 more times. 1 loss to Cleveland. Still got to play them 3 more times.
And they keep getting hot.
And Banchero is back for Orlando.
The season series with Orlando is over, but if you see him in the playoffs, you split with Orlando.
Didn't we beat them 3-1?
No. We split with Orlando. 2-2.
It was even split. And they lost one of them games without 3 of their starters.
Without 3 of their starters.
Without Banchero and the Wagner boys. They lost that game.
Hey, we ain't make the schedule.
No, but we didn't take advantage of it either.
Well, we did. We beat the when we went on that 9-0 win streak. We beat all those garbage bottom
No,
feeders.
I'm
Hey,
talking. No,
you got to beat the teams you got to beat.
against the teams that are quote unquote in the running.
We haven't made.
The only team that we've owned is Philly. We're 2-0 against Philly this year. I'm sorry, and we're 2-0 against Milwaukee this year. Still got to play them both 2 more times.
And we smacked Milwaukee.
But okay, but Milwaukee's not good. Milwaukee's not good.
They
now
top
lost
6
2 to
right now. I
Detroit.
think they number 5, ain't they?
Milwaukee's 4th.
They're not good though. You know that. Come on, Davey.
We lost twice to Detroit.
Ain't nobody really in the East good, but Boston. And I don't think Boston good.
No.
Boston and Cleveland.
Boston and Cleveland are the cream of the crop. Even with them, they're not world beaters. I said this about we all know that Boston can be had. We don't believe in Cleveland yet, but at this point, they're both better than the Knicks. So what does that say about the team? So what does that say about our team right now?
They at full strength and we ain't. That's what it say.
No, because when the season started, we were both at full strength. Because again, I'm not counting on Mitchell Robinson.
That's so sad, man. That we are not counting on Mitchell Robinson, who's been our starting center for the last.
Coming off of 3 ankle surgeries, Davey. What do you mean?
Davey, he wasn't our starting center last year. He lost his job to Isaiah Hartenstein.
He ain't lose his job to Hartenstein.
He lost his job to Isaiah Hartenstein last year.
Here's what we gonna do, Davey. Here's what we gonna do. I'm gonna come around the corner to the church on Sunday, and I'm gonna put flats in your tires. Let's see how far your car goes.
The man had surgery, and all is well with his ankles. All is well with his ankles.
Willie makes a very good point. A healthy Orlando could make a claim at the 3 seed in the East, the way the East is shaking out.
And that's my point.
Absolutely true, Willie.
My point.
True.
Davey, that part of the body, your legs, your feet, your ankles, it's very difficult to recover. Ask me how I know.
Bishop Heflin, very true. Cleveland showed you they just needed a different coach.
A different philosophy with the same players. That's all they needed. And I mean, Davey, I don't know what you want us to do about this Robinson thing. I mean, the guy done had 3 surgeries on. Listen, do you remember that?
Robinson is Cap and Save a Nick, and that's not what he is.
Do you remember Portland's #1 draft pick a few years ago, Odom?
Greg Oden, yes.
Remember Greg
Ohio
Oden?
State.
Why is he not in the league, right? Why is he not in the league?
Because he's LeBron James' father.
Okay.
Bad feet.
No, he got.
Thank you, Bishop.
He had a bunch of injuries.
Feet and ankles. Bad feet and ankles. He couldn't play.
Brandon Roy.
His dogs weren't good, and that's what Butler is telling you.
I'm trying to tell him. He don't want to believe.
And that's why I brought up Greg Odom. He couldn't even play in the NBA because of bad. You need your feet and your ankles to play basketball. Am I missing something?
Yo, that man gonna try to make a cut, and it's over.
I hope
he gonna come down with somebody's foot on the rebound, and it's over.
Over.
I'm not even gonna say that. I really hope and pray Mitch makes a full recovery. I'm just not counting on it, Dave.
That's what's taking him so long, because he's strengthening these ankles for the long run.
Yeah, he's doing everything that he can. He said that. I'm doing everything that he can. It does take time. Not disagreeing at all. More proof of why I can't count. He knows we can't count on him.
He can't. And
he got a chip on his shoulder too. He got a chip on his shoulder too, because he hear all this stuff y'all saying about him.
I'm sure he does.
He can't even count on him right now. Because if he could, he'd be here.
Right. Hey, I'm sure he wants to get back. I'm sure he wants to be 100%.
Yeah, I don't think he's trying. I don't think he's like Zion.
Right.
He
I
ain't
don't think
trying not to
I
play.
don't think
He's
Mitch
trying
is
to
out here
play.
dogging it. But
Right.
if your body
Absolutely
won't
not.
let you do it, you can't do it. The
Raw.
Bro,
spirit can
I'm
be
in these.
willing
I'm
and
in
the
these.
flesh can be weak.
I'm in these killer workouts right now called hit training, and there are times that I am like dog struggling, and I'm pushing my way through. I push my way through, but let me tell you, it's difficult. It's hard. Sometimes your mind has to override your body so many times when you training. And if your body is injured, you can't override an injury. Your mind can't override an injury. Certain injuries you can play through. Certain injuries, your mind just can't overcompensate for that. And your ankles and your knees and your feet are some of those injuries you can't override. You
So,
gotta be able to jump. You gotta be able to run. You gotta be able to have balance.
so you know what Greg Oden did? He had to retire. Are you
Correct.
saying Mitchell Robinson needs to retire?
I'm saying if he can't make this playoff run, yes, I think this is it for him. I think he knows this is the end of the road for him if he don't do something. That's why he's trying to train hard. I think he knows this is his last hurrah in New York. If this doesn't work on this playoff run, if he gets hurt or anything this time around, he knows his career is over. That's what I think.
Although we go to the
Come
end
Yeah.
on.
of the
Not end of the
road.
road.
I think he know. I mean, D'Lo, do you? I believe that. What do you think, D'Lo? I think he knows this is it for him.
Y'all made it. I'm on my show right now. You disrupted me.
Do you think that's the case, Bishop D'Lo?
I love you.
Yeah, I agree.
All
I
right.
agree.
This is it for him, Davey. This is it.
And I can't
This fool went
let
straight boys to men just
go.
now. It's a natural.
Now,
It's
what
so
what year is he in, D'Lo? He signed a 4-year contract some years ago. Is he in the last year of his contract?
I
No,
think he in the third.
this is year 3. This is year 3.
This is year 3, and we've
Yeah, they're
only
gonna they're
seen
gonna yeah they're gonna cut ties. They're gonna buy him out at the end of the year
this is
if
year
this don't
3,
work.
and he has played a total of 3 games.
This a
If the
buyout.
if Bishop Heflin, if the season ended today, we would get one of the play-in teams. Oh no, I'm sorry, we're third, so we would actually get.
Atlanta or Indiana?
Indiana.
I'll tell you exactly. The Knicks
I
as
think Indiana's 6.
current constructed
Or would it
Orlando.
be Detroit?
We would get Orlando.
We get
We
Orlando.
would get Orlando.
Shoot.
Going in the first round.
Shoot.
Cause,
Orlando without that Wagner boy. They don't have
cause,
Fran. They
One of
don't
them
have
cause
is
in
coming back.
Wagner.
Oh, wait a
and
minute. One of them is coming back.
One of them is
Yeah.
not the big
But
baller though.
But
Mo
Carroll
Wagner's
is
coming
back.
back.
Mo Wagner
Mo,
coming back, not Fran. Fran's the
But
all star.
but Ben Carroll is back. He came back to he's back. He's been back for the
Banchero's
last
back,
he's been back for the last 3
and
games.
and
We ain't
and
worried
there.
about him.
You should be
What?
worried about him, Paulo
Are you
Banchero.
serious? Are you serious?
You know why?
Ben Carroll used to give Julius Randle fits.
But we got OG Ananobi. Don't forget. See,
Oh.
when OG gets out of this little funk that he in, he is still a top wing defender.
What if he doesn't?
He has to. That's
No,
why
no,
we
no, no,
paying
no,
him.
no, 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 no. What if he doesn't?
We're not paying
Because wait,
him for his
let me explain.
offensive
Let me
gurus.
explain. Let me explain why I'm saying that. Everybody don't have the mental makeup to get out of it. And OG don't strike me as that guy. He don't strike me as the guy. Because right now, OG's on an island right now. Am I right, Butler? OG's on an island right now. You can see it out there on the floor.
I
If
see
you
it.
watch the game, huh?
I seen
Firstly,
it.
Okay.
firstly, OG
Okay.
had 18 and 10 tonight.
He acquired 18 and 10.
A
You,
ugly 18 and 10.
no,
Yes.
I wouldn't even say it was ugly. We only took 10 shots.
It was acquired 18 and 10. It was a very non-impactful 18-10. And I don't even know how you say that, but it was. It was.
It was any teams watching me,
Yes.
please come and get me 18-10.
And I'm telling you, that's why I'm only saying this because it's OG, Davey. I'm not confident he's going to be out of this by the end of the season. I'm not confident that he's going to get out of this funk.
We
I
paying this
don't know if
man
he has the mental
$42 million
makeup to
a year.
do
He
it.
got to get out of this.
I know he got to get out of it. I agree with you. But is he? That remains to be seen. This guy, I don't know if he has the mental makeup. I mean, I'm starting to doubt, can he even handle playing here with this group of players? And we just signed this dude to $210 million. And this dude already ain't even finished the first year's contract, and he already he already depressed.
Man.
Butler, he's in the first year's contract, he already depressed. You ain't saying nothing, Butler. We in the first year of a 7-year deal? 4-year deal?
A 5-year.
A first year, he didn't even complete the first year, and we already talking about this dude depressed. He got to get out of it. We talking about he got to get out of it, and he didn't even complete the first year of a $210 million contract.
He got a super max.
Super max, and this dude depressed. Lord Jesus.
Hey, y'all wanted him. Y'all said get rid of RJ. Y'all did it.
I honestly don't think OG is depressed. I don't think that's the problem at all.
I don't think he's depressed, but I don't believe he's happy here though.
There you go.
I don't think he signed up.
Key, there goes your unhappy player, Key.
I
Right.
don't think he signed up to play this many minutes.
I agree with that too.
I think that's what the issue is.
It's
He's
taking its toll on
African.
him.
They do that. He's an African.
By way of London.
Right, he's actually from overseas, brother.
By way of
He's
London.
actually from
Africa
Europe.
is
He's actually from Europe.
He's not direct from the motherland.
Right, he's a Euro.
Right, he's a European player. Europeans don't play 40 minutes a game.
And he didn't play this many minutes in Toronto.
Well, boys.
No, Keisha, what happened with the press conference? Maybe you need to come on and tell us because we was on.
Yeah,
here,
we were on here. We didn't get to see it.
I didn't see the press conference.
I told you, Jalen Brunson didn't look good. He looked like he was.
There are. I understand the ebbs and flow, and I think we all do understand the ebbs and flow of the NBA season. So there are not very many losses at this point in the season that I call bad losses. Tonight was a bad loss. Tonight was a bad loss.
And we didn't lose because we got out-coached. I mean, that's the only way to say it.
We lost to an inferior team at home.
We got out-coached, man.
Who was missing their number one gun off the bench.
Yo, I was watching this coach from Minnesota. They up 12 points, and they on a run, and he'll call a timeout.
I was going to say, during the game I was watching, that's one coach we left off of the list from yesterday.
I'm looking at him. I'm
Finch
like, yo,
is an excellent coach.
What's this dude's strategy? Y'all already on a run, and you still calling a timeout.
His strategy it's a twofold strategy. Give his guys a blow remind them that we got to keep the gas on and not to let the Garden crowd back in the game. That's good coaching. Listen, you don't get to carry timeouts over to the next game. Use them.
Yo, what's his name didn't even really. I mean, he had 28, 11, and 7, but the majority of his shots were 3-point shots. He had that one dunk.
Nobody's listening to Tim.
He had 36. He dropped 36 tonight.
Nobody listening to you, Tim.
He dropped 36.
He had 37, 11, and 7. 36, 11, and 7. But he shot mostly threes tonight. He really wasn't dry. He had the one drive where he dunked. That was it.
The dunk and the foul. That was it.
He didn't do it. He stayed on the perimeter. And Julius just passed the sprayed the ball.
Dude took
Julius,
13. Dude took 21 shots tonight. 13 of them were from 3-point range.
that's what I'm telling you. He didn't really. He just stayed outside and shot the three.
Listen,
But Nas
Anthony
Reed killed us.
Anthony Edwards shot 8 of 13 from 3-point range. Nas Reed off the bench shot
7 of
6 of
7.
6 from
6 of 6.
3-point range. Mike Conley, who is not a good 3-point shooter, was 3 of 5 from 3-point range tonight.
He had 10 in the first quarter.
Jaden
had 10
McDaniels, 2 for 6 from 3. Tim, we didn't get destroyed. We got out coached, but we didn't get destroyed. That it's not like we didn't get blown out. That wasn't what happened in this game. This was a game where they were making threes and we started missing shots down there. And we didn't get out. We got out coached. We didn't play. We got outplayed, but we didn't get destroyed. No, we didn't get
Listen,
destroyed.
we were right there every time.
We didn't get destroyed, Tim.
Every time we get it to 2 points, they hit a three and go on a run. Every time. We would get to within 2. They come down, hit a 3.
We tied it up, actually. Tied it up.
These dudes shot, but the Tibbs's Achilles, it's always outcoached. I agree with that, Tim. Yes, it is always outcoached with the Knicks. You're right. This iteration of the team under Tom Thibodeau, most of their losses are because they do get outcoached. Tibbs gets outcoached often.
The coach on the other side makes the adjustments. We don't.
Tibbs does it.
Simple as that.
Oh Lord.
And you want to talk, Davey? Our perimeter defense is awful.
You said that tonight yourself in the chat, Dave. That the
Our
perimeter
defense is awful.
You said it.
They shot 55% from 3 tonight. You can't give up 55% from 3 and run somebody off a line.
I
They were
agree.
getting a lot of them threes in transition. The Knicks weren't getting back. Those corner threes these last few games have been killing us. On the break, these guys are open on that wing.
Don't
They've
worry.
been killing us.
He's gonna get him in practice. He's gonna run him.
Yeah,
Tim,
exactly.
At last check, Forbes lists the Knicks at being worth somewhere in the vicinity of about $9 billion. They are like the most. They're like the most valuable franchise in professional sports.
Right behind the Cowboys.
And that's why
They're ahead of the Cowboys now.
And that's why Dolan ain't.
The Knicks are ahead of the Cowboys now.
That's why Dolan will never sell.
Y'all saw that video Butler said in the chat in our chat last night. The Garden by itself is worth $1 billion, and it's the oldest arena. How is the oldest arena in the NBA worth $1 billion?
They renovate. Remember, they renovated.
Yeah,
it,
but that's what I'm saying. Like they just print money over there on 33rd Street. They're printing it.
Yeah, because the Knicks sell out whether they good, bad, or ugly. They sell.
We said it earlier on the live. On Christmas, they 2-25, and the game is crowded on Christmas.
Listen, what was it, about 4 years ago? Might have been 5 years ago. Was one of the last years that the Knicks were not on Christmas Day, and the NBA ratings were terrible that day.
Don't worry, Dave. Tibbs is safe this year. He gonna finish out the season.
So
Bishop
even
Heflin
though we
asked
saying
again.
we want him fired, that's one thing you
plug.
got to worry about. They're not gonna fire him. He's here till the end of the season. So even if we
Shameless
say
plug.
it ain't gonna happen. Don't worry about that.
I
No
think
shameless,
we're gonna shock
about
the
the plug.
world.
Go ahead and plug it.
Glory
Butler,
Gear is
you got it.
officially launched. Glory Gear. I'm so glad I'm saved shirt. I got 3 points. I got 2 of those, y'all. I got 3 points. That's what we doing, y'all.
Is that from all things? Is that all things apparel?
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. That's Glory Gear.
Oh, okay, because he. All right, I'm
You see everybody quiet on here, Davey, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I just want to know if you hear that great silence on this
I
line.
heard the silence.
Okay.
That's the logo. That's the logo you can trust.
Okay.
Oh, oh, oh. All right. So join us Tuesday night.
And I
Jo-
have
jo-
plenty of all things apparel. I have
jo-
plenty of it.
join us Tuesday night.
One of my favorite one of my favorite jackets. Well, I got a lot of all things apparel, but I got 3 points. This is definitely this is the preacher's edition. I got 3 points.
I like that.
I got 3 points. Y'all know
I'm
how we
coming to
do.
get me some shirts, Butler.
When we get up, we say, I got 3 points. I got 3 points. As a matter of fact, if you guys have seen my consecration videos every day on the Glory page, I always say it. I got 3 points. It's a 3-minute video, 3 minutes with 3 points. I got 3 points.
Can you give me a shirt that say I'm closing?
That was the next shirt. Don't worry, I got you. But I got 3 points. First point, Tibbs is not coaching this team correctly. Second point, Jalen Brunson has to stop playing hero ball if we are going to be better. Third point, if Tibbs does not learn how to coach this team that he has, he's got to go. He is wasting.
Let's
what
just go
we
with number
have.
3. Let's just go with number 3.
Huh?
Let's just go with number 3.
Oh, wow.
All right. I'm telling y'all, they fired this man
They not
mid-season.
gonna fire him this year, Dave.
They
We
can't
already
fire
said
him.
that.
It can't happen.
Bishop Heflin, we talked about that during our pop up this afternoon. What coaches y'all want? We said there are a number of coaches that we would take. Mike Brown, Mike Woodson. There were a couple of names. Frank Vogel. There are a couple of names that we threw out there that would be more viable options than our current coach right now.
Mm.
Don't worry, David. Even though we want him going, he's here. So you ain't got to worry about that. He ain't going nowhere.
And if we go to the NBA Finals, then what y'all think gonna happen with this?
We stuck with him.
Forever.
Oh, Jesus.
We stuck with him.
I'm telling you, if the Knicks find a way to will themselves to the finals, Tibbs becomes the pastor emeritus. He's
Now
got that
he
job for
did turn
life.
60. He did turn 67 today.
He got that job for life. Could you answer Keisha Butler? Because if she say something about you, the shirt that she's looking for from you in this
I
chat
have
one
no
more
idea
time.
what she's talking about. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't
Keisha,
know.
go to our regular chat and ask him about that.
Well,
Not
that's
here on the
fine.
live.
What shirt does she want? I got
He
it.
want one of them halter top.
Whoa.
We don't make those.
Whoa.
This company is apostolic. We don't make none of those. We don't
Whoa.
make none of those kinds of shirts. We don't make.
Hallelujah.
We got designer prayer.
Whoa.
We got designer prayer clothes.
That designer very close.
All right, y'all. It's after 11 o'clock. Ooh,
Yeah,
glory.
it's 11:15.
Yeah,
We're
my
It's
gonna
trainer
get.
be
We're gonna
knocking on the
prepare
door
to.
at 8. My trainer be knocking on the door at 8:30 in the morning, Doc.
We gotta prepare to log off. I gotta prepare for a basketball game tomorrow.
I have to go to the
Kids.
office in the morning and work.
Tell your trainer, McCants, don't Tibbs you. You tell him you need some load management.
I've been cleared to go to the gym, guys.
That's the problem. He don't tips. He tips me. That's the problem.
I've been
That's why I'm loathing this training in the morning at 8:30.
Are you
I've been
gonna fire him?
I've been
Nah, I'm
cleared.
gonna keep him. I'm gonna keep him to the end of the season.
That
I've
high
been
intensity interval training ain't no joke.
Man, listen.
I went to rehab yesterday.
It's good for your body, but it
I
ain't no
went
joke.
to I went to rehab yesterday, and I've been cleared to go to the gym.
Go ahead.
Congratulations. That's awful. That's awesome.
I've been cleared to do leg work.
Excellent. Glad to hear
You
it.
need to
We
come out
want
here
you
and
to
work out.
continue.
You do this hit training with me. You trust me. On day
Hold on,
one, you're gonna be
I'm
like,
about,
yo,
I'm
who in
about
the
to say
hell
we
is
try to
this?
keep his leg in one piece, please.
hold on,
Yeah, because
Bishop.
I'm telling you, this
Let's
hit
not do
training
that.
is not for the faint at heart, brother.
Hold on, Bishop. We one step at a time. One step at a time, brother. I
One
can't.
day at a time.
I
Sweet
did
Jesus.
insanity one time, and that wore
That's
me out. I
all
lost
Yo,
I'm
thirty
asking
pounds in a
of
month.
you.
hit training is just like that. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
What is
You
it?
hit training.
Hick
You do
H
two
I
HIT.
C K.
exercises back to back.
HIIT. High
Yeah.
intensity interval training. It's
You
when
do
you
three.
it's when you do
Yeah.
high intensity stuff, when you do a lot of exercises in a short amount of time at top strength. Like you
yo,
have to
you
give
done in
everything.
like
You do your
40 minutes,
all.
though. You done in
No,
40 minutes.
nah. He had me do. I'm in there for an hour, brother.
I'm not doing that.
Oh
Mm-mm.
no, you can't do an hour.
He's
You
like,
shouldn't do a whole hour of that, though, McCann.
I'm not doing
No,
that.
it's an hour.
What?
That's what they got.
Butler,
Listen,
you just go back to walking. You
I'm
just go back
down
to walking.
14 pounds
I'm
already
walking
because of
now.
it.
That's
I
it.
am
Just do
walking.
that. Just do
I
that.
am walking, which but I mean,
That worked for you. That
I
worked
want
for
to go
you.
back
Do
to
that.
the 6 miles every other day. That
Right.
was,
Yeah, you can do that. But that hit training is not for the
Nah, hit
faint
training.
at heart,
You got
and
to
I
bro.
wait
have
for
to.
like six to 8 months before
In
you
order
do
for me to
this.
do the 6 miles a day now, I can't do it outside. I have to do it on a treadmill
You're going to
right
treadmill.
now.
Yeah.
Just for now, I got to do it on a treadmill or I got to do it on a bike. Um, I've been cleared to lift with the legs to a maximum of 15 pounds, 15, 20 pounds. I've been
Okay.
cleared to lift. So, and my the quad, the quad is firing back up again. Thank the Lord.
I'm gonna give y'all an example of one of the exercises I did before we get off. It's called a pyramid I did yesterday. So I have a treadmill, right? So you do seven burpees, and then you get on the treadmill and do 30-second sprint. Then you go and you keep going. 6 burpees, but then you increase the sprint to 20 seconds. You do 30-second sprint. 4 burpees, 40-second sprint. 3 burpees, 50-second sprint. 2 burpees, 60-second sprint on 4.5 on the
Mm.
treadmill, and you gotta. There's no break. You gotta keep going.
And by the
That's
time you
it.
finish that, you soaking wet.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. I'm down 14 pounds in 3 months. It's
Man,
The
crazy.
workouts work. They
and
work.
I will just try crack. I seen a lady lose 50
Try
pounds
crack.
in 2 months
Dave, what
on
in the
crack.
world?
I've seen it done.
They don't even make crack no more. Now heroin is it now.
Heroin
They
is
don't even
back.
make crack no more.
On Franklin Avenue in Fulton, they still got crackheads over
Oh
there.
my God. Now you
Nah,
them the heroin. Now they
that's
out there
heroin.
nodding.
That's heroin.
That's right. They nodding,
That's
brother.
heroin.
They nodding
Because
over there.
if you notice, like the crackhead just looks dingy. Like the heroin addict, you can tell because they are zombies. Like straight up and
Yes.
down, they
And
zombies.
they don't fall.
They don't.
Right,
I was gonna
exactly.
tell you.
That's heroin, Dave.
That's
That's heroin.
heroin. I was gonna tell you. Yep. When you see them nodding like that and they can keep their balance,
Heroin. That's the heroin.
that's heroin, baby. Dave, stop laughing. You ain't supposed to be laughing.
It's that blue
Between
magic.
Clarkson and Grand.
It's that blue magic.
Fulton between Clawson and Grand, across the
See,
street from the Fairhaven Funeral Chapel.
They
Fairhaven Funeral Chapel.
they went and
There's a
found that.
tall, skinny brother there named Wilbur Davis. He
And
used
he
to play the
sounds a little
Hawaiian
bit like
guitar.
this. Beep, beep.
They, they went and found that Frank Lucas recipe and brought it back.
Wow.
Oh man, D-Lo.
Maybe.
Oh, come on. Come on, D-Lo.
They went and found Frank Lucas recipe and they brought it back.
Yo, I
Yo,
played
Oh
that Frank. I
man.
played
this
at
stuff
Frank
is
Lucas' funeral.
crazy.
I played
Oh,
the
you played it
organ
for
at his
you
funeral.
play,
You did?
they,
He had a Cadillac casket,
Oh wow.
and the
That's
cop
a,
that arrested him was there.
Man,
oh
black
yeah,
folks can
they
put some
became very good friends.
Yeah,
black
he
folks
was
can
there.
put some money in the ground, can't they?
Sure
They
can.
can put some, they will put some money in the
And
ground,
Jamal
though.
Bryant preached the funeral. That's his. It was like Frank Lucas,
Now,
his uncle or something.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Got
remember
it.
that.
Yep.
Yeah. A Cadillac casket, though?
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Well,
All right,
thank y'all
fellas.
for
Y'all,
joining
y'all
us
pray
on
for
this
me.
pop-up tonight. Well,
Yes,
pop-ups
sir.
all day. Our pop-up during the day today. We thank y'all for joining us for this pop-up tonight. We appreciate you all joining us on Tuesday night. Back in our regular time slot at 8 p.m. We'll discuss some more Knicks, of course. We'll talk Unrivaled, which had their debut tonight. We didn't even get a chance to really deal with that, but we'll talk about Unrivaled. I got to watch a little bit of a couple of games tonight. When the Knicks started pissing me off, I switched over to TNT, and I was watching a little of Unrivaled tonight as well. Those girls, first of all, I like the concept. 3-on-3 full court.
What channel was that on?
It's on
It was on
TNT.
TNT.
It's
TNT.
on TNT.
Really?
They have a contract with TNT for 3 days a week.
Is it still on, or did they go off the air?
I think they may be finished for the night.
Okay.
Tonight, but they'll be back on Monday, I believe.
TNT does the replays too. They might replay it.
Yeah, or you might be able to go on the Max app and be able to pull it up there as well.
Right.
But from what I saw tonight, listen, the point guard Chelsea Gray, her team was down 7. The Roses was down 7. And their fourth quarter is like the All-Star game was in the NBA, where they play to a score. They don't play to a time limit. Like I like their rule changes. On fouls, it's 1 free throw for 2 points.
Makes sense.
I like it. I like their rules. 1 free throw for 2 points. If you can foul out, but you don't have to foul out. There's still 6 fouls. If you get your 6th foul, instead of you fouling out, every subsequent foul after that is a tech on your team.
And you got to really coach now.
But you can stay in the game. Oh yeah,
You
those
gotta really
coaches were
coach.
up and they were
You gotta-
yelling like, "Yo!"
You
I
gotta
was
coach.
like, "Oh, this is
If one
intense.
free
I
throw is
like
worth
it."
2 points,
Yep.
now you're not going to go out there and just say, "Okay, well, I'm gonna foul somebody."
How
Now
was
you got to think. You got to really, really think. Yo, if I foul this person, a foul shot can beat me. If
how was the
up by
crowd?
one, a
How was
foul
the
shot
crowd?
doesn't tie.
I mean,
How
they're
was
not
the
playing
crowd?
in an arena, but for the area, for the gym that they built, basically, it was packed.
They built the gym.
Oh yeah, they built an entire facility in Miami. Like each club, because they call it club teams. Each club has their own locker room. They have home and away uniforms. They have state of the art practice facilities, state of the art weight rooms and whirlpools. Like, shout out to Brianna Stewart and to Nafisa Collier. They did it. They did it.
That's what's up.
And every one of the inaugural players has, because they said yes, they gave them equity in the league. So they're all owners.
Wow.
That's how you do it. You want to own something. You got to
So
own
Keisha,
something.
you can say what you want about our girl, your sister, but she's an owner now.
After 1 year, after one professional year, she's an owner.
She's an
She's
owner.
an owner. Which it didn't make sense to me. Oh, and Skylar Diggins hit a 3, and she don't even shoot 3. She hit a 3 to win their
Skylar
game.
Diggins is playing?
Yes. It's something to watch. Hallelujah. But
Yes, sir. That's why I had to I heard you right.
yeah,
Okay,
Skylar Diggins
all right,
is playing.
okay.
That's all you need to know. Right, Skylar Diggins is playing.
Yeah. That's all I had.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Skylar
had to
Diggins is
ask.
playing.
Okay.
So
is Caitlin Clark playing?
no.
Oh,
No.
this is too much for her.
Like I don't listen. When I saw all the perks you got for being one of the players in the league, I'm like, why wouldn't you? Like, Caitlin, what do you think? Who's in her ear? Because Unrivaled would have been perfect for her. For her
But she's
brand,
making
for
money
basketball.
But she's making money hand over fist right now.
But she's not an owner.
I know.
This would have been an opportunity to cement your legacy.
Who knows what she got coming on the horizon?
That's
though,
true.
man.
That's true. That's true.
With
But
her, she's basically the face of the league, and
and
she became the face of the
Sabrina
league after her
Ionescu was
rookie
officially
year.
cleared to play with her club team as well. So Sabrina Ionescu will be playing with her team in Unrivaled as well. So it looks like it's gonna be a fun season for Unrivaled. I love the intensity of the games is definitely there. Like that 3-on-3, it's a smaller court. So basically, obviously we know a regulation in basketball court is 94 feet. This court is 72 feet from end to end and 49 and a half feet wide. So it's slightly small. It's a half a foot smaller in width, but it's about 25% smaller. And doing that 3-on-3, you got to be in shape. But these girls was getting at it tonight from what I saw. I said, I love this intensity.
So it's full
I
court.
love it. Yep, full court.
Nice.
3-on-3, full court.
I thought it was half court, like
and listen,
like
the
Ice
point,
Cube's league.
the fight. Oh, the game's still on. Okay, so they still playing. Yeah. But yeah, one of the games they scoring points too. One of the games ended like 86-83. I was like, oh, they putting up points too. All right, let's go. They putting up points. Yeah, it's not like Ice Cube's big three. Like they said, Nafees and them said, nah, y'all in shape. Y'all are all still professional athletes. Y'all not out over the hill, and so we got to go to half court. Y'all, we'll shorten the court, but y'all going to play full court. And it's been good. So it looks like Unravel's going to be fun to watch. So I'm looking
really
forward to watching some more Unravel. Yeah, you see it. They playing. Like, they're playing. Like, it's good. It's real good. So Tuesday night, join us at 8 o'clock. We'll be back on talking some more NBA Knicks Unrivaled. Hopefully we'll have an idea what the Jets are going to do with their coaching search and GM search.
Geez.
The hot stove is starting to heat back up. The Dodgers, the rich get richer, as they were able to sign the Japanese prospect today, the pitcher, 23 years old. The rich get richer.
Pays to have Ohtani.
It pays to have Ohtani. You've got Ohtani, and the Butler started to get upset, but I had to tell him the reason why the Yankees were eliminated was because they're on the East Coast, and he made it known that he wanted to be able to get back and forth to Japan quickly, and it's only 5 hours to Japan from California, as opposed to it being 13 hours from New York. So he wanted to be on the West Coast. It came down to L.A., San Diego, and ironically the Seattle Mariners, because I think Ichiro is one of Seattle's ambassadors, so it kind of makes sense.
Ichiro, yeah.
So, it came down to those three teams, and who's not going to want to play with Shohei Ohtani?
Yo, didn't Ichiro play for the Yankees?
He did at the end
he
of
played
his
for
career.
a little while.
For
2 years
right?
at the end of his career. 2 years at the end of his career. So that's pretty much that. But y'all join us Tuesday. We look forward to hanging out with y'all. Don't forget, like, share, tag somebody. Church Folk Sports Show. We want to see you. Look out for more pop-ups and make sure y'all tag as many people as you can when we pop up. Look out for it on all of our pages and different things. I don't know if it's going away on Sunday or not, but just in case it doesn't, subscribe and like. If you're on TikTok, like our TikTok page as well. We'll be posting clips from these shows.
TikTok is on life support right now.
So, yeah, we're not sure yet.
Yeah.
But if it's still here on Monday, then you definitely want to add our TikTok page as well. Until Tuesday, gentlemen, it's always a pleasure. We'll see y'all when we see you. Have a great night, everyone.
Yo, this is the state of emergency. Check. I need all my Knicks fans right now to grab your jerseys, your popcorn, your sodas, whatever you gotta do to get ready for this game. I don't care if you're a cheerleader, an athlete, a couch potato. We're here to restore the feeling. Matter of fact, can you say it from New York what I say from New York? Hey, yo, let's go now.
Hey, yo, I bring that New York energy. Talking 42nd Street. Alley hoop finger roll. Ain't nobody checking me. Crossover through the legs. Step back, hit it three. Still up in the hood, but got big baller tendencies. She just trying to get flued out to John Kennedy. Just to see the Knicks play. Make a couple memories. New York, if you ain't from here, don't pretend to be. And if you ain't rocking with the Knicks, you an enemy. Yeah, look at us. Whole city is wild. This is New York. Why y'all ever counted us out? Any game we attend, yeah, we taking it now. Fast break on the court, all up and down. Lead a garden in the pigsty. Yeah, we get it on this side. Bacon, egg, and cheese, or the lobster milk with the ribeye. Either way, we winning or overtime if we get tired. Get it with the team, yeah, that's just something we live by.